Hello everyone, this is Edwin, your NaSTA chair, and I'm joined by Joe and Matthew from the Keys TV host committee. We've got a little update for you today on behalf of the NaSTA exec, the host committee, and the NaSTA trustee board. I'm going to hand over to Matthew to start.
Yes, thank you, Edwin, and thank you for all your emails and feedback that we've had on what you want from this year, and also helping us to start to think a little bit about next year. And the feedback's been really useful, and hopefully we'll be able to accommodate around dates that people are available. However, as of yet, we cannot confirm a concrete date because it is been quite hard to tie locations, equipment and stuff down, working around our university buildings, and they're currently closed, and it's all up in the air a little bit with health and safety, risk assessments, and when buildings will be open, what access to equipment we've got. So at the moment, we can't confirm a date. But at the moment, we are looking at a date in mid-October.
So I just wanted to say a massive thank you from me. This will obviously be the end of my event. The live event that we're going to do in October is going to be the end for me. Oh God, that sounds really depressing. Does it sound really morbid, like I'm dying? I'm not. And then we're officially handing it over to Matt. I know that you're going to be in such safe hands with Matt next year, and I want to thank him and Edwin and everyone who's been at Keys and at NaSTA for all of their hard work through this really, really odd and difficult time. And I want to thank all of you especially as well for not making our lives really, really difficult. So many of you have been so understanding, and I think pretty much everyone has been able to safely say, if we were in their position, we'd want people to be as accommodating and as nice as possible. So thank you ever so much from me, and let's all rally behind next year's Keys team and Matt for 2021. I look forward to seeing all of you there. So as Matt mentioned, we were looking at a date around October. This is because we want to try and get back into our university and do a large live event from there, in partnership with both Keys TV and with the NaSTA exec as well, because we want to make sure that we can put on as big an event as possible, even though it's going to all be done remotely. All of the awards, they've already been judged, and we want to make sure that you guys all get as close to a perfect awards night to celebrate all of your hard work as much as possible. And we know everyone has been waiting for this for so long. Trust me, so have we. We want to get these awards out just as much as you guys want to hear who's won and who's shortlisted as well. It's looking like October. We did originally say September, but because of university plans, loads of risk assessments have to be done. The idea is that, like I said, we're going to try and do a large live event sometime in mid-October, but as soon as we can get a concrete date in, and we can organise all of our equipment and everything like that, and we know where we're going to be, we will then announce the exact date, and everyone will be able to tune in live and watch it all from home as well. We're also going to try and do the conference online as well, very similar to the Student Ops Fest, because we know we had so many amazing people who said that they were going to dedicate their time to doing conference for us. So we're going to try and do some online webinars, very similar, like I said, to the Student Ops Fest, online around the same time of the live stream event as well. Now, in terms of refunds, we've not had any messages or anything to say that anyone who's applied for a refund hasn't yet got one. But what we will do is, now that we know that we're going to be doing it all online and we're going to be hosting next year, we will then reopen the refund page again, because we want to make it as easy for you guys as possible to decide whether or not you want to come to next year or not. Just so you know, for next year, obviously we're going to make every plan to do it physically and get everyone there as best we can. Obviously we'll know more about that at the time, and Matt will be able to communicate with you all more about that later on, towards the event next year after October. But your ticket will be valid. If you did buy a ticket for this year and you know that you want to go next year, that ticket will be valid regardless. So that's one less thing you have to worry about. If you've already paid for it, and you don't have to worry about paying for another one later on down the line. So if you've already got your ticket, then that's a guaranteed seat for you next year for 2021.
Great, thank you very much, Joe and Matthew. Sorry we can't give you more information now, but obviously we'll be sending it as soon as we have it. Thank you so much for your patience with this, and we look forward hopefully to seeing you online in October.